Master P is also in this movie, and Master P is not known for his acting chops, but I thought for the character that he played, I didn't mind it that much. I mean, a couple of times he was trying too hard to be bad. Like, every time you saw him, he was always snarling, and he was always doing like this right here, like poking his lip out, like, yeah, you know, yeah, I'm the bad guy in this movie. Yeah, I'm the thug in this movie. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, all right, P, probably tone it down a notch, man. Just tone it down a little bit, man. Try to channel your inner Training Day Denzel, man, and just soften the face muscles a little bit, man. You ain't gotta look hard all the time and snarling. Like, some faces he made remind me of my mom, the faces that she would make before she ready to tear my ass up. Like, boy, you better get in there before I rip your ass up. That's the face that Master P made for most of this movie. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I did a review for I Got the Hookup 2, which got me the most views I've ever got on my channel. I'm appreciative of that, but it also got me a lot of hate. I was criticized heavily for dissing the film. People called me a hater. I don't understand hood movies and whatever. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make it my mission to sit down and watch and review the whole No Limit catalog, or at least all the movies that I can find. So I started out with I Got the Hookup 1 and I'm About It. Both were terrible films. When you think of No Limit films, at least when I think of No Limit films, I think of just bad quality. This movie, Lockdown, came out back in 2003. From what I read, it was originally released back in 2000 internationally, but it didn't get a domestic release until 2003 for whatever reason. I don't know. I avoided this movie at the time when it came out because it had the No Limit tank next to it. That means bad quality, okay? That's almost on the level of Canon Films. Worse than Canon Films. I tried to watch this shit for free. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason for the delay is I was trying to watch this shit for free. I couldn't find it on YouTube. So finally I said, fuck it. You know, I'm a man of my word. A deal is a deal. I paid my money to watch this shit on Google Play for $3, which is not bad. As the Hodge twins say, it's damn near free. So here's my thought on Lockdown. I press play. And I'm like, okay, what kind of shit am I about to get myself into? And as I'm watching it, I'm remembering the comments that I read back in my I Got the Hookup 2 review, where they said Lockdown is the best of the No Limit movies, and I'm gonna have to agree. I really enjoyed this movie. Don't get me wrong, this is not what you considered a cinematic masterpiece. It's actually, it's a by the numbers prison movie, okay? Anything that you've ever seen in any prison movie, all the cliches is in this movie, okay? But because it was done right, and because you cared about the characters, well, I cared about the characters, and it was executed well, so you can take something that's predictable and that's been done before in a cliche or whatever, and make it work, and to me, Lockdown worked. So the story of this movie is three friends, okay? You have Avery, played by Richard T. Jones. He's a promising swimmer. He's trying to get a scholarship to go to college for swimming. The recruiter, played by the late Bill Nunn, is the guy that's trying to recruit him to, to go off to college. And then you have the thug friend, the dope boy, Cashmere, played by Gabriel Cassius. Okay, I know him as Midget from New Jersey Drive. Did his thing in this one as well. The standout in here is your boy DeAndre Bonds, also known as Stacy from The Wood. He had the best performance in this movie, hands down. Like, my heart really broke for this character. And I'm not really going to get into spoilers here because I realize a lot of people probably haven't seen this movie. So, yeah, if you watch it, he's definitely the standout in this movie, DeAndre Bonds. I was like, wow, man. Like, I never thought that a No Limit Master P produced movie would have had me this invested, and this, like, there was a couple times I kind of almost got, like, misty-eyed, like, shit, this is some fucked up shit. So without spoiling too much, but, I mean, the movie's called Lockdown, so it's obvious, but these three friends get caught up at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they go to prison, and each of them go their separate ways, and of course, each of them end up becoming different in their own ways, and they're never the same after that. Like I said, shit that we've seen in many movies, but because, you care about the characters and the performances were really good, I bought it. Another standout in this movie is Clifton Powell, who plays the mentor role. If you see my Penitentiary review, I talked about a character named Seldom Seen, who was like a Mr. Miyagi type. Clifton Powell is kind of that character, okay? He's He's the wise old man. He's been in there forever, and he tries to school Richard T. Jones' character on, you know, how to make it in prison, what to do, what not to do, the ins and the outs, and, you know, so each of them falls within a different clique, but some of them fall into the wrong clique, and it's like, god damn. Master P is also in this movie, and Master P is not known for his acting chops, but I thought for the character that he played, I didn't mind it that much. I mean, a couple of times he was trying too hard to be bad. Like, every time you saw him, he was always snarling, and he was always doing like this right here, like poking his lip out, like, yeah, you know, yeah, I'm the bad guy in this movie. Yeah, I'm the thug in this movie. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, all right, P, probably tone it down a notch, man. Just tone it down a little bit, man. Try to channel your inner Training Day Denzel, man, and just soften the face muscles a little bit, man. You ain't gotta look hard all the time and snarling. Like, some faces he made remind me of my mom, the faces that she would make before she ready to tear my ass up. Like, boy, you better get in there before I rip your ass up. That's the face that Master P made for most of this movie. I mean, listen, there's not a whole lot of negative I can say about this, man, except for its predictability. You can see a lot of stuff that's coming a mile away. There were a couple of times where, like I said, you know, it kind of got me emotional because I'm like, I hated to see what happened to some of these characters, but I thought at the end it worked out. I was pleasantly surprised how much I dug it in. I mean, what can I say, man? I'm giving Lockdown an actual positive review, but in a good way, because I gave The Last Don a positive review, but that's because it was so bad. But this one was actually a really good film. So wrapping this up, I'm gonna give Lockdown a B+. Pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it. I could, you know, as far as prison movies go, I'll put it up there with some of the best of them. When I think of some of my favorite prison movies off the top of my head, I think American Me. I think Lock Up with Stallone. I think Blood In, Blood Out. I guess that's considered a prison movie. What else? Of course, Penitentiary, which I just reviewed. Check that out if you haven't already. So, y'all, yeah. So, another one in the books. Lockdown is down. And I'm going to try to find Foolish next, and that's another hard one to find. I'm going to have to probably pay for that one. But for the sake of review, for you all, I'm going to do it. So, y'all, that's my review for Lockdown. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Comment freely below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.